let me ask you, do you read any UFO literature yourself in book form that's out in publication?
Nothing really in book form. I occasionally get handed little tidbits here and there and glance at them, but no, I don't delve into reading.
Because you mentioned some stuff on the Billy Meier's case there, and I was just wondering if you had read any of that information, because you mentioned you had seen some pictures.
Yeah, I looked at the, what caught my eye was certainly the, whatever that book's called, Contact from the Pleiades or something, yeah. But it's essentially a picture book. I mean, there's really no text in it, that one of the craft in there looks strikingly similar to the one I call the sport model.
That's interesting. I have to get your opinion. What did you think of that similarity? Did that puzzle you?
Yeah, because originally I had kind of discounted the Billy Meier stuff, but that craft looks amazingly like the one that I worked on. And another thing is he showed, somewhere in that book, they had a picture of a grassy field with 3 round indents in the ground. Now that would coincide with the 3 gravity amplifiers in the bottom of the craft and the imprint that they do make. So that kind of makes me believe that really did occur.
And also had it in the research in Switzerland on the case of the Pleiadian contact with Edward Meier. We were followed, our telephones were monitored, things were interrupted, mail was interrupted, a lot of things during those times. And I really didn't know why at the time, because it was like all the other cases I was dealing with, except when Bob Lazar came out of Area 51 and told his story. It appears that the craft that he was doing the Beck engineering on was similar to the style of one of the ships in the Pleiadian case. And the only conclusion I can draw at this time is that our government had put the 2 things together much earlier than we did. They had the information. We did not until Lazar came out, and they thought we were in contact with the owners or manufacturers of that sport version that Bob Lazar said he was working on.
The craft that are you talking about, the scout craft, is that the one that's like the Adamski picture with the 3 domes underneath? And if it's not,
I'm not exactly sure what the Adamski
okay,
picture is.
it's the saucer shape that has.
This is the one that looks like one of the Meier craft.
Mm-hmm. Did you see any others than that one, or is there 9 up there?
Yeah, I saw 9 total, but that's the only one I got close enough.
It looked like, if anyone's familiar with Billy Meier's sightings, very astonishingly similar to that craft. It was a very sleek, thin-looking, flying saucer-shaped craft. Kind of hard to describe without drawing it.
This particular disc appeared to be in excellent condition, and because of its sleek appearance, I nicknamed it the Sport Model. The Sport Model is about 16 feet tall and 40 feet in diameter. The exterior skin of the disc is metal, which is the color of unpolished stainless steel. The Sport Model sits on its belly when it's not energized. As you can see, the hatch is located on the upper half of the disc, with just the bottom portion of the door wrapping around the center lip of the disc. The interior level of the disc is divided into 3 levels. The lower level is where the 3 gravity amplifiers and amplifier guides are located. These are the things used to amplify and focus the gravity wave that we learned about in our science lessons. The reactor is located directly above the 3 gravity amplifiers on the center level and is in fact centered between them. The center level of this disc also houses the control consoles and seats, both of which were too small and too low to the floor to be functional for adult human beings. I was never given access to the upper level of the disc, so I can't enlighten you as to what the porthole-like areas are, other than I can assure you that they're not portholes.
UFO replica called the Sport Model.
In the case of the UFO model, we've made every effort to make it correct and to make it accurate. We've made every effort to find out the best information on the subject. We went to people who said that they have worked on the craft.
Could the Sport Model really be the next step forward in military aircraft design? Tester says yes, and the experts are listening.
The Tester Corporation has been very lucky in terms of building models that suddenly become real planes, but it's not luck. Now they're telling us that they believe that flying saucers at Area 51 are a real possibility.
this model may be the very, very first authentic plastic scale model kit of something that was designed and built and flown from another planetary system. I cannot say that that is absolutely certain, but there is that possibility.